What's going on, guys? So today I am out here at Explore USA RV Supercenter in Boerne, Texas, and we are going to take a look at this massive Grand Design Momentum fifth wheel. There is a lot to like about this, and it is a toy hauler, which is part of their Momentum line, of course, but there's some really unique characteristics about this specific unit. So hang tight, I'll be right back. First of all, let's take a look at the numbers. It is very, very close to this unit next to us, so I'll have to probably start on this side and walk around the other side to get around. But you can see that this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 20,000 pounds. This is a 3-axle unit, has a cargo capacity of 3,676 pounds, and it rides on 17.5 H-rated tires. So the setup looks really good for the weight as well as the cargo capacity. Stepping around this way, behind here you're going to see one 30-pound propane tank. You could probably fit a 40-pound tank in here. You definitely have the height for it. This is going to be one side of your basement storage, and then you also have your wet panel right here. Very cool. I love how they use this Nautilus board here. It makes everything really nice and clean and easy to understand when it comes to switching to different water modes, whether you're going to be dry camping, tank filling, city water, winterizing, or sanitizing the system. You have a whole house water filtration system right here, and then you have power and your cable satellite connection right there, and a good size pass-through storage. Again, considering this is a toy hauler, so you're also going to have more storage in the back. And then you have your auto leveling controls up front here. Nice thick baggage doors, slam latch. You have your 50 amp connection way up here. Now this is kind of different because traditionally the 50 amp connection would be closer towards the back because the pedestals tend to be at least at the halfway mark or towards the back of most RV campground spots. So the 50 amp connection being this far forward is definitely a little different. Then you have the back of your water heater, back of your furnace. Looking under the slide here, this is a rack and pinion slide. So that is something that is a little different on toy haulers. Most of the time they're going to use a cable driven or a Schwintek slide, especially on these smaller slides. I like the fact that they're using a rack and pinion slide here. You have a 12-inch I-beam frame and a 10-inch drop beam, also something I like. A lot of toy haulers don't actually put drop frames on their toy haulers. If you're gonna do it, you wanna make sure that you're attaching a large I-beam to another large I-beam, and a 10 on 12 is actually a really good setup as well. You can see one of your auto leveling legs right there. We're gonna walk around to the other side so I can get over there because not much room right here. Before I do that, you can see there's a Schwintek slide on this bedroom slide. As we walk around the front, utilizes the upgraded MORryde rubber pin box. Provides good motion control whenever you're towing, help eliminate some chucking. Underneath here, you have a Cummins Onan QG5500 generator. This is going to be a gasoline powered one, and you actually have a gasoline tank in the back that you can fill up to power that. Hydraulic leveling on this side. You're going to see another propane tank. Again, looks like you have plenty of room for a 40-pound cylinder. Really nice pass-through storage here, complete with power disconnect up top, aluminum bath deck, and you have your centralized vacuum system there. Again, thick baggage doors with slam latch. Another Schwintek slide up here. One thing you may know if you follow toy haulers, it's very rare to have twin slides up front, or in some cases it's very rare to have a slide period unless it's just a really shallow slide. So that might be an indication for you of what type of floor plan this is. You can see another rack and pinion slide on this side. Very nice. Coming around this way, you have all 3 axles here. You have your Roadmaster 17.5-inch H-rated tires, rib style. Pretty much means you have these solid rib tread patterns coming through. Also has the Cree 3000 suspension system. This is a very common suspension system on large, heavy toy haulers. Basically, it puts a rubber bushing right there, and this has the ability to move up and down, so you get upwards of like 3 inches of suspension travel per equalizer setup here. And you can see how they reinforce their shackle hangers right here as well by putting this little triangle section inside of it to just prevent them from shearing off, or at least help prevent them. Coming back, I have the door latched open because it's a little windy, but this is going to be additional storage. Nice thick baggage doors, dual slam latches on each one. Right here you can see you have an entertainment system that's baked into this side, which is really cool, and that's actually a little different than most floor plans like this. I do wish it had a friction hinge door, but it doesn't. It has a traditional latch to hold it open. Up here you have some pass-through storage, aluminum decking above it. And at this point, you can probably tell what type of floor plan this is going to be. Back here, I imagine you're going to have an outside kitchen. You do, with a suburban cooktop here, or a griddle, and a compact refrigerator. I don't see any outside sink, and I do wish they would have put one because they definitely have the space for it. There's a spray port right here behind the door that you can hook like a little spray hose up to. But with all of this here, you know, they possibly could have put a small sink right here to be able to support, you know, washing stuff while you're outside. Interesting too how they kind of reversed the strut arms here to make it into kind of a folding down table. Coming around back, this is where you can see the difference in this type of toy hauler versus a traditional toy hauler. This is going to be a big ramp door, and inside of it you're going to have kind of this elevator system underneath the bed, which is going to be in the back of this unit, which gives you the ability to store things like Harleys, small golf carts, things like that back here. Very, very cool. So I could drop this down like that, and I don't want to open it too much because there's another fifth wheel right here, but you get kind of the idea. You have 2 of your bar stools tucked in here, and this upper portion, you can see how it can move up and down to give you additional height, and again, this turns into a ramp so you can load everything. I like the diamond plating around the bottom portion of it as well. You have power, you have some cabinetry inside there. Very nice. And then these lock as well, so you can lock your back ramp door. You have a kind of a flip out ladder system to get you on top of this. It is wired for a Furrion wireless backup camera. Again, all LED lighting plus some LED clearance lights up there and frameless windows. Coming around this side, you're going to have additional storage. So again, this storage, it kind of hugs the outside of the garage area, just so you don't waste that space. It gives you some usable space, and that's a good place for different types of things you might want to store there that you typically don't want to keep in the garage or in the unit, such as maybe an air compressor, you know, some lawn chairs, things like that. Dual strut arms, nice slam latches. This is your fueling station. You're going to have one of them that you fill up for your toys, and you're going to have another one that you fill up for your generator. What most people tend to do is they fill up the generator and then they pump fuel from the one from the toys to the generator if they need additional capacity. You have your sewer connections here. This is going to be the other side of that pass-through storage. Very cool. They conceal your gray and black tank handles inside of this space, which is really nice. Again, dual slam latches on a nice thick baggage door. You have the outside of your refrigerator over here, which means it's going to be a gas electric refrigerator. And then you can see above the window that vent. If you don't open that vent, then using the vent hood inside above your stove is just going to recirculate the air. So by opening that, it actually allows the air to come out, which is preferred. And if you're camping and you're in an area where you might have high humidity, you can kind of run that thing and it can get some of the humidity out of your coach. Anyways, let's walk around, take a look inside of this very cool floor plan. So we're stepping up into the 376 THS Grand Design Momentum. All right, I'm gonna pan around this way first so you get kind of an idea what's going on here with the floor plan. You can see that this is a mid-kitchen front living room toy hauler floor plan. This is a relatively popular design right now. A lot of manufacturers have kind of emulated this floor plan and treated it to their own types of features, but what's really cool about this floor plan is that it gives you a very traditional front living room mid-kitchen floor plan while still giving you that huge garage in the back underneath the bedroom, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Coming around here, you can see how they've put this really cool desk area right here, complete with corkboard. You have some cabinetry, great place for a coffee station, lots of little cubbies for storage. In the kitchen area, it has the upgraded Insignia 4-burner cooktop, as well as a nice residential microwave. Lots of cabinetry, drawers, lower cabinetry, and countertop space next to the stove. I almost feel as if it might have been better to center the stove and to put, you know, this much countertop on each side of it. That way if you have handles and things, are kind of out of the way and you don't have them sticking out this way, especially on these burners over here. Nice fully extended ball bearing drawers. You have a nice stainless steel dual basin sink here. Looks to be like a 60-40 split sink. Upgraded fixtures in here as well as nice tall cabinets here, so you have a place for your trash can below. Some shelves on this side. More drawers down here, and you have a nice outlet there if you need to plug anything in, like a blender or something. This is going to be your huge gas electric refrigerator. I believe this is actually the largest gas electric refrigerator you can get in an RV. Here's your pantry. Very nice pantry. I actually wasn't expecting it to be this deep. Looks to be about 2 feet deep. A lot of width to it as well. You could store just about anything you need in here. Very nice, heavy, solid feeling doors as well. You have a huge pocket up top for storage. Here you have another spot. You could use this as a coffee spot as well for a coffee maker. You have your power outlet here. More drawers, cabinetry, and storage all over this unit. Comes with a free half-drunken water bottle. You have a nice freestanding dinette here with 4 chairs. And then you have the 2 bar stools that were underneath the bed in the garage that you would use right here. So there's a lot of seating capacity in this unit, which I really like. Just in the kitchen alone, you can seat up to 6 people, and you could probably entertain, you know, 8 or 9 people in here if people are cooking, or you have somebody seated right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So again, you have a lot of room to entertain in this coach. Going up the steps, the only carpet in this coach is going to be in the slides. Very, very nice living room area. You have 2 love seats. They're actually a bit wider than a traditional love seat, so they're almost more like slightly smaller sofas. You could easily fit 3 people on one of these, and these fold out into opposing beds. So whenever they're out, you have this huge sleeping area up front. The only thing I wish they would have added is some type of a curtain that could close here if you wanted to kind of close this area off and use it as a bedroom with some privacy. You could always install it. I mean, you could put a rod right here and then simply run a curtain across it, and I think you'd be in pretty good shape. Nice speakers in the ceiling. This has 3 Coleman mock air conditioning systems, and then you have your theater seating right here, complete with heat, vibrate, and lighting. And then these little areas right here are for the traditional Grand Design nightstands that kind of stick in and give you these little tables that you can fold over yourself if you want to read a magazine or eat some food. You have a nice little end table right there. Over here you have a televator. The TV is currently down. Beautiful woodwork, beautiful craftsmanship. I love the way they trim off these Grand Design units. Huge, huge, huge panoramic fireplace. Lots of storage on each side, plus you have a place for your entertainment system to drop down here, and you have more storage above. But this is just a tremendous amount of countertop space as well, so you have a lot of room here also. Nice neutral valances. You don't have a lot going on there, and you know, simple is better in a lot of cases. Stepping back down, let's work our way towards the back. Right here you have your LCI One control system. This is kind of that smart system that controls everything in the coach, gives you the ability to do it from your cell phone, through an app, as well as in many newer vehicles that have the One control system integrated into the dash. You have your vent system with rain sensor. And then you have these little sensors right here to monitor for the climate control. Stepping up into the main bathroom, really the only bathroom. Huge residential size shower at the end. It is a one-piece shower as well. Coming back here, a lot of countertop space around the sink, and that is a very deep basin sink. It's probably 6 to 8 inches deep. You have some more storage below. Enough room to put a small trash can in there if you wanted. Then you have a good sized medicine cabinet here. Stepping back this way, beautifully trimmed off door with a nice glass panel insert. You have 2 entrances into the bedroom area. There's a king size bed back here, and it is an offset bed, so it hugs this wall and gives you a lot of room on this side because there's actually a slide right here, and this slide is going to be your wardrobe slide. A lot of space in here too. You probably have upwards of about 18 inches of depth to the slide, plus you have 4 drawers beneath it. You have more wardrobe space right there, more storage. Nice cabinetry with lots of shelves. Plus you have this shelf right here, and you have more cabinets above. So there's a tremendous amount of storage here. The only thing you have to keep in mind is if you're sleeping on this side, you're either gonna crawl over from this side or you're gonna crawl over from the end of the bed here to get over there. So if you're gonna try to get up in a hurry, you're not gonna be in much luck. Now, if there's a fire for some reason, you're gonna be right next to the emergency exit, these 2 huge windows, and you'd probably be the first one out. But the bed is kind of strange being offset this way. And this bed is on that elevating lift system, so the bed will actually lift up to about here to give you more room in the garage below. Very cool. Now, what this unit does not have is the 3rd air conditioning system. I thought that it had a 3rd system installed here, and I believe it's optional to have a 3rd air conditioning system in this specific RV. I saw the 2 up front, which are ducted back here, but there is not a 3rd system installed in this coach. And again, I thought it did have the 3rd air conditioning system in it, so sorry about that. Okay, stepping back, they have a price sheet right here. This has an MSRP of $119,345 as equipped. It does have the 3rd AC prep in it, so that was a $285 upgrade, and they could add the 3rd AC to this unit as an upgrade because it is prepped for it. But again, the 2 are right here. This specific unit probably is going to sell for well under $100,000 with the discounts and the sales prices they have in place. Definitely a cool floor plan and one that I like a lot. Anyways, guys, I'd love your comments below. What do you think of this specific unit? Is this something you could see yourself living in? I love the storage under the bed. I love having that garage. If you're into mountain biking, if you have a golf cart, things like that, it gives you a place for it. However, this doesn't have a dedicated bunkhouse, and I do wish that they would have had some type of divider up here to give, you know, anybody coming with you some privacy up there. Overall, beautiful RV, but what are your thoughts? Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.